So welcome back friends. Today uh, with my channel today we are going to learn something about which you have already learned in the previous sessions regarding the dynamic, but there we were explicitly converting the type into the dynamic. Now how we are going to handle it automatically, and we don't need to create dynamic set. So today we will see basic example. So I will just copy this again, and let's say register successfully with one user. And to change the gherkin, I'm going to change here, enter the following details so it doesn't create a confusion. And we'll generate it, copy it, go to step definition, tick 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 tick, tick is open, and we'll paste it here. So till now we have seen that there is a table, and to receive the value either we convert this table to dynamic set, and after that we are doing the for loop. This is what we have learned in the previous video. So now what I'm going to do, see here. First of all, if you have this table, then suppose there is only one user currently, so you can write it here, user table dot create dynamic instance. So you will get the first instant, and if you want the value, then suppose my name I want to fetch, and the name is same f name, right? Okay, so now we'll just debug it and we'll see what the value is displayed here. So let's debug it. Isn't it a shorter one? Why we need to use a model if we can get the values directly here? But same as I said previously, if you require more references to the model, then it's better to use the model. Otherwise, it's going to create a confusion lot more. So continue. So in user, you can see here we will get the value as John and XYZ, and in name we are getting the John. So it's one on the same thing. If you don't have multiple values, then you can directly use this structure. Create dynamic instant is also most useful method for the table, but this will be possible to access only if you have added let me see where it is. The assist library which I mentioned, that should be already installed. That is a nugget package that we have already installed in the previous video, so we don't need to add it now. It's okay to find. Now the next example we will see that what if I directly write here enumerable enum and write down dynamic here. But currently we have only one record, so how to fetch the value here? So for that we are going to use make it comment. So if you want to make a note, you can make it note down dynamic user table dot first. So this is going to bring the first record from the enumerable create set, and it will directly convert that to the dynamic type, and from there we can create the properties. So let's see the value. User result is John and that, and here we can say the name is null because we have to execute the step, and its value is John. So we have seen that we have two methods. Create dynamic instance, it will create the instance of dynamic type with the properties defined in the table, that in the feature level. And second one, we have seen that we can directly convert this string enumerable dynamic, and we can go loop by loop also. And the same logic here also it will work. If you want to go with the multiple values, then just copy this for loop and we will get all the three values here. So let me stop debugging. So we'll just replace or come, and we'll comment these things also for better creatability. So instead of user list, we can directly route here table because we already get all this enumerable dynamic set. So you don't need to create a data set for that, which we have already created here, dynamic set. So you can directly use that also. So it's not going to create any problem. So that was all about the remaining concepts of the dynamic. So we can reduce the code instead of using the models. If it is a short project, it's just a one model, then I prefer that you use the dynamic class, which Specflow has provided us, which is a good functionality. And if you require more references of the properties of the model, then it's better to create a model because it's difficult to maintain at all the step definition files. And if we have more than one model, then please use the model. And if you have less shorter project, then go with the dynamic to reduce the code, to reduce the size of the project. That's all for the today's sessions. And see you next with the hooks, and we'll start with the feature level hooks. So hope you get more clarity how to keep the project settings ready before any scenarios, before any test runs, before any projects runs. So whatever you want to do, all that we can set in the hooks level. So till then, see you, bye.